So you're thinking about buying a house and you want to know what you should and should not do. Well, this video is for you. Hey, what's going on? I am Mark with My Front Range Living, and today we are going to talk about exactly buying a house, what not to do edition. If you have followed the channel for any time at all, you know that we are all about protecting home buyers and sellers throughout the process of their transaction. And this is a big deal. If you're thinking about buying a house, you're taking that first step towards wealth building. And I think that's awesome. It's the single largest asset purchase that most people ever make. And the home buying process can be super daunting. And it's more than just getting approved or pre-approved or pre-qualified for a mortgage. There's a lot that goes into it. So let's say that you have gone through the pre-approval process. You're done. You're ready to go. You're under contract. Here are some things not to do throughout the buying process, or if you're trying to get into the buying process and thinking about buying your home. First off is don't change jobs. Do not change jobs. I know this is weird, but don't change jobs. And I'll tell you why. Because the qualifications often lead back to they want to know about your job history, and it has to match up. There are some exceptions. If it's a lateral move, I've absolutely seen it go flawlessly. You just want to make sure you let your lender know, hey, I've been offered this promotion, or I've been offered the same position over here at company Y, and I'm going to be leaving company X. Is that okay? If it's a lateral move, a lot of times it's okay, but always, always, always check with your lender first, or just don't do it at all. Let's save ourselves the headache. Don't change jobs in the middle of the home buying process. Next up, don't buy a car. Please don't. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what about a truck? No, it's the same thing. Don't buy a car or a truck or make any large purchase like that, because it could impact your debt to income. It could impact your qualifications as a home buyer, and you don't want that, right? You want to make sure that you have the same qualifications throughout the entire process. So having a large purchase like a car, truck, vehicle, anything like that can impact whether or not you even qualify to be a home buyer. So no large purchases after you're pre-qualified to buy that house. Next up, don't add credit card debt. I know that she's cute. I can appreciate that. I know that he's a great guy and you want to buy him all these things. But the reality of it is adding credit card debt is not the way to go, because your lender has pre-approved you based on your current debt to income ratio. So if that moves anyway, that could impact whether or not you qualify for that mortgage. So don't add credit card debt. It's just not worth it. Next up, oddly enough, don't close any active accounts. Don't close any active credit accounts you have open. I know that sounds weird, but let's be honest. Does anybody know how credit is? I've heard so many different ways of how credit is calculated and everything else, but this does impact your credit score. That is closing active credit accounts. If you have open accounts, just leave them until the mortgage process has been completed. Next up, don't open any new accounts. So don't open them, don't close them, don't do any of that. The reality of it is we can simplify this whole thing by saying once you've become pre-approved and you're ready to go out and buy a house, don't touch anything in regards to credit. Just don't do it. Don't open anything, don't close anything. And then last but not least, don't shop for homes until you're pre-approved. What we see a lot of times is, hey, Mark, this is a great house. I want to go see it. And you go see it. Yeah, we want to put an offer in. Well, make sure you reach out to your lender and get pre-approved. They reach out and they realize, oh, I can't afford that house. Well, then you're disappointed. So if you are preparing to buy a house, you can check out our last video right here. And that's when we talked about the fact, get pre-approved. And you set a budget for yourself. Make sure that that budget meets your needs and it doesn't overstretch you. Just because you can qualify for a certain amount doesn't mean that's what you have to spend. Be smart, be wise with your money. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this is your first step in building long-term wealth for yourself, and that is buying real estate. Hey, as always, we hope you found value in the content today. You can go down below and click on that like button. That sweet, sweet thumbs up means the world to us. It would mean even more if you went down there, clicked on the bell, and subscribed to the channel. We're putting out content every single week to help you make Colorado Springs feel like home. You will also notice a link to our website down there in the description, myfrontrangeliving.com. If you were to hit myfrontrangeliving.com, you can search for houses right there from our website. But thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.